So you think you could beat every horror movie villain ever? Well, in today's video we are going to put that to the test and create a tier list on these horror movie villains. And before you comment saying you'll survive against all these horror movie villains, make sure to subscribe. This video was inspired by Cody Leach, I'll leave his link in the description, and I did change a couple of the categories off his original tier list and remove some villains, but most of it is the same. In the categories we have no chance, would be lucky to get away, 50-50, and I might win, but let's be honest, most of them will be in the no chance category. Anyway, first of all we have Pennywise. Well, we've obviously got two versions of Pennywise. We've got Tim Curry's and Bill Skarsgård's version. I prefer Tim Curry's version, but I do love both versions. Obviously, in both versions, Pennywise is a shape-shifting monster, which changes into your worst fears, so anyone has got a fear, and Pennywise would be able to change into that fear. So I don't think any of us have a chance against Pennywise, so I'll put him in no chance. And I know some people will be saying he gets defeated in It Chapter 2, but personally I think that's plot armour. But because most of us would not be able to defeat him, since you would have to show no fear and make him know that you're not scared. Next up we have Ghostface. Well, I think this depends on which Ghostface you're facing, since most of the time Ghostface is clumsy, falls over stuff, we all know this. We've got a 7th movie coming out soon where Stu Macher's coming back, obviously played by Matthew Lillard, but I think Ghostface is a pure 50-50 because it depends which one you're facing. Next we have Freddy Krueger. Well, obviously the original is the best. We had the 2010 remake, I believe, and I think it delved too much into the backstory of Freddy Krueger, which we didn't need to know. So I think the original was the best, and obviously Freddy Krueger attacks people via their dreams. So I think literally everyone sleeps. So none of us stand a chance against Freddy Krueger, and that's why I'm putting him in no chance. Would I put him above or below Pennywise? I would put him above, since we all sleep. Maybe some of us could show no fear to Pennywise, but literally all of us sleep, so we would all lose to Freddy Krueger. Now we have Friday the 13th from Jason Voorhees. Obviously we've got human Jason and non-human Jason. So for the sake of the tier list, I'm going to keep him human, but obviously Jason X and other ones he wasn't human, and I would say it's a 50-50. Would I put him above or below Ghostface? I would put him above, most likely. Now we have Jigsaw from the Saw movies. We recently had all the Saw drama. We didn't think we were getting Saw 11, but it seems like we will be. Saw 10 was amazing. I think most of us agree on that. With Jigsaw, obviously he puts you in games, if you didn't know. And these games you have to do some crazy stuff to get out of them. So I think with Jigsaw would be lucky to get away. Now we have Leatherface. Leatherface has got so many versions, but in every version Leatherface has never gone, and I think it's extremely difficult to beat Leatherface, but it is possible. So I'm going to put him in 50-50. Would I put him above these guys? I put him in the middle. Obviously we've got the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original, which is the best one by far in my opinion, and I would love to know what your favourite movie is out of the franchise, but let's get on to the next character, being Michael Myers from Halloween. Michael Myers has proved time and time again that it's impossible to get rid of him. I love the 2018 version of Michael Myers. I don't know about you guys, but I think Michael Myers would be lucky to get away. I know he normally goes after Laurie Strode and their family and stuff, but if you just get in the way of him by accident, he would get you. There is no chance to get away from him. And literally, he comes when you least expect it, so I don't think any of us would survive. I would put him in no chance, but I think it is possible to get away. Next up we have Chucky. I love these movies, and I think almost everyone loves at least one Chucky movie. Obviously the mix of comedy and horror is amazing. I would put Chucky and I might win. I love the movies, but I think that it is possible to win against him, and I would love to know where you would put him. Next we have the Bride of Chucky, aka Tiffany. I personally think Tiffany is more powerful than Chucky, so I'd put Tiffany in 50-50. But I don't know if I'd put her... I'd probably put her above Ghostface. So Art the Clown from the Terrifier franchise. I love Art the Clown. Obviously he's brand new into horror. I love Damien Leone's storytelling of Art the Clown. We've currently got Terrifier 1, 2 and 3. We're getting a fourth one coming. He was human in the first one, so I'm going to go off the second and the third since he's not human in them. And I think in the fourth I've heard that he's going human again. I might be wrong, but I love all three movies. I think the second one was the greatest. I know a lot of people love the third one, but I still think the second one is the best. But I don't think anyone can survive Art the Clown. He's so unpredictable. So I put him above all of them in the no chance category, in my opinion, but because I think it's almost impossible to defeat him. I think David Howard Thornton's acting with Art the Clown is perfect, and I honestly love the franchise. Next we have Jaws, aka Bruce, as us fans call him. I believe we have 4 Jaws movies. I'll correct it on screen if I'm wrong, but I personally love all 4 of them. I know most people only prefer the original, but I prefer all 4. Even though I do love the movies, I would put Jaws in easy. The reason I put him in easy is because obviously you can just stay out to sea and survive this one. Next we have The Thing. Obviously we've got 3 The Thing movies. We've got the original, which is in black and white, which is really old. I have not seen that one, but I know it's great. We've got John Carpenter's The Thing, which is my favourite out of all of them. And then we've got The Thing, which it's got the same name for some reason, but I do love that movie. But personally, John Carpenter's The Thing is my favourite out of the 3. The new one's good, but a lot of people don't like it because of the CGI. I don't mind it personally. I think it's good, but it doesn't beat John Carpenter's. Obviously, The Thing is like a creature which takes over people, so it's more of a trusting game. I think it would be really difficult to defeat, so I put it in would be lucky to get away, and I would put it above all of them, because obviously it would be very difficult to trust anyone, because anyone could be The Thing, and obviously if you don't know who it is, it's very difficult to get away, so I would put it in would be lucky to get away. Next up we have The Strangers. I think we've got 3 The Strangers movies. We got the original, we got The Strangers Prey at Night, and The Strangers Part 1, I think. We got 2 more on the way, Part 2 and Part 3. My favourite out of all of them is The Strangers Prey at Night. You can obviously defeat them. It's been shown in the films multiple times. So I would put them in a 50-50. But would I put them above Jason, Leatherface, Tiffany and Ghostface? I'd probably put them at the bottom of the list. I love the movies, don't get me wrong, but I don't think they're as powerful as some of the other people on this list. Next we have The People from the Wrong Turn. I would say I do enjoy these movies, but I would say it's a pure, maybe another 50-50. I think the majority of people who love horror have seen the Wrong Turn movies, and people have mixed opinions on them. Now we have the aliens. So even if you hurt the aliens, they have like acid blood, so I think it's literally impossible to beat them. But obviously some people think it's possible, some people won't think it's possible. I think you've got a small chance of defeating them, but not that good of a chance. So I would be lucky to get away. But would I put them against... would I put them above any of these? I'll put them above Michael Myers and Jigsaw, because I think there's still a human aspect to Michael Myers, and Jigsaw is still possible to defeat. But I think the aliens are extremely difficult to defeat, but I wouldn't put it above The Thing. Now we have The Nun, so also known as Valak. We've got 2 Nun movies, I believe, so I think it is extremely possible to defeat her. So I'd put her in I Might Win, and I would put it above Chucky. Even though I love Chucky, I'll put it above Chucky. Now we have Hannibal Lecter. There's 5 main movies that obviously we have Hannibal Lecter in. It's not always about him. You got The Silence of the Lambs and some Hannibal movies. There's 5 in total, I'm pretty sure. And I think Hannibal Lecter is very possible to survive, but it's still difficult if you're face to face with him. So I'd say it's a 50-50, and I'd put him above The Wrong Turn, and I'd put him above Ghostface. Now we have The Predator. There's obviously 4 main movies, some alien crossover movies, and some other ones which aren't yet released. I think there's like a cartoony one coming out soon. He's obviously got the cloaking device to go invisible, but I think it's basically impossible to defeat the Predator. I'm going to put the Predator in No Chance, and I'm going to put him above all of them. Now we have Orphan, which is got 2 movies in the franchise, and I think trust plays a big part in this if you would win or not. So I put Orphan in the 50-50 category. I love both movies. I think both movies are great, and I think you should definitely check them out if you haven't already. Now finally we have Annabelle. I think Annabelle is extremely possible to defeat. In the movies they show that it's possible to defeat, so I put it above Chucky. Obviously we've got 3 movies in the Annabelle franchise, and I think you should check out all of them. Just realised I didn't record an outro for this video, so click the video on the screen now if you enjoyed this video and let me know where you put each of these characters in the comments below.